and welcome to the Crone. My name is Audrey and I will be your host when it comes to the Switch Talk segment, just like always. But a couple of things I wanted to go over first because I've had a lot of questions in my email, a lot of text messages that I've been getting through the Witch Talk channels about great recommendations to start your tarot or divination path. So I do have a couple recommendations. For the Oracle path, I do have Moonology. Moonology is a really great example of a good oracle deck. It comes with a book that explains each card. It also is a great way to learn different phases of the moon, super moons, like special moons, things along those lines. And also with the cards, it also goes over like a specific, it also has a specific title of the card that has to do with the card itself. And also, explain this correctly. So for example, if there is a time where you're in a full moon of Leo, it actually goes into detail what that means, and you can apply it for any time full moon or Leo goes into a full moon. So that's what I think is really cool about this deck. Also on a tarot level, and the cool thing is about, the cool thing about this Moonology deck is I'm not really a big fan of oracle decks. I have a couple, some old world oracle decks. Then I have one that is a literary witches deck because I'm kind of a literature nerd. And I really wasn't really fond of all of them. I had a great appreciation for them, but this one I absolutely love. I'll carry it with me, and anytime I need oracle deck, this will be my go-to. Now, one of my go-to tarot decks is actually this one, the Ethereal Vision deck. Actually, a friend of mine, when I was LARPing, she had this deck, and it was just one of the most amazing decks I've ever come across to. And what I love about this deck is that not just does it have beautiful imagery, but also it has incredible, absolutely incredible artistry, explanations, really easy to use and understand, but also has two extra cards. One of the cards is the Well deck, or is the Well card, and one of them is the Artist card, which I absolutely adore. So for the amazing witch that introduced me to this deck, I absolutely appreciate it. You're fantastic, and I love you so much. So those are my recommendations for the day, and these are decks that I regularly use, and I regularly love, and I use, and I help, and I encourage my baby witches to get them because they're so easy to use. Now we're going to go over Jupiter retrograde. For the love of everything holy, Jupiter retrograde. So Jupiter retrograde is between May 14th and September 12th. Now this is all about expansion, optimism, good fortune, faith, abundance, travel, creative visualization. This is one where your full cycle might actually be starting. Well, you're starting a new adventure and you're trying to do those travels, and you have this, either you're trying to expand on a business venture, or you're trying to expand with relationships, or you're trying to expand on your own spiritual understanding. So what happens is that this is about growth. This is about expansion, excess. This is about, be careful, you could get in trouble with the law. There could be loss or inflation. So be very mindful when it comes to things about business. What I do highly recommend is protection, protection, protection. When it comes to these kinds of, when it comes to like the law and things along those lines, I do highly recommend these. I do highly recommend it. It just protects you from making any rash decisions when it comes to laws, or when it comes to our law-making abilities, and also when it comes to making your own laws for yourself and for your world. Jupiter retrograde is all about expanding the mind. It's all about seeking knowledge. It's all about exploring spiritual ideologies and philosophies that you've never heard of, and that you're willing to, that you are going to use and expand your world on. And we're going to have, and we had this from May 14th to September 12th. And one of the great things about Jupiter retrograde is that you is actually a good retrograde to live through. It makes you change your heart and mind, which is absolutely encouraging and amazing for me. So some quick protection that you can do for yourself is you can keep an amethyst or a clear quartz on you. Amethyst for psychic protection, clear quartz you can just charge it with protection abilities, and that way you'll have it on you automatically. Sprinkle rosemary around the thresholds of your house and your windows along with salt. Also, you can put rosemary or a protection satchel in your car. And that makes it really, really easy to have those kind of protections around you. Don't forget, you can also do this with you can also put protection satchels like in your spouse's car, with your kids, in your work bag, just to make sure you're protected at all times. So that's what I would highly recommend for Jupiter retrograde. Also, I want to give you guys a heads up. Thank you so much for being patient with me while I was taking a break for 4th of July. Mine was absolutely wonderful and safe, and I hope yours was too. If you have anything that you want me to talk about on Witch Talk or the Witch Talk blog, podcast, even with a cup of the Crone, please let me know. I would love to hear your ideas, and I would love to see your comments and your support. If you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button so you can be caught up in all things Witch Talk. And don't forget to stay tuned to some of our other segments that are coming up. You could go ahead and catch up on your Apple Podcast or your Spotify. We're on both. Don't forget to go ahead and keep attuned to some of the things that are going on, especially for tomorrow, because we're going to go over another amazing retrograde segment. So I want to go ahead and say thank you for you guys. I hope you guys stay out of trouble, and thank you for coming with Cup of the Crone.